football is the main focus, and I know you're preparing for a big game here against Texas A&M, so we really appreciate your time. We'll let you go here in a second. Football is probably your main focus in the fall, right? But then you've got basketball season that starts, and you do some baseball. Tell us about those two other sports. I mean, they're probably not as important financially to the network, but tell us about how that kind of fits into your calendar and how much time and attention you give them.
Yeah, well, when basketball hits, which is November 7th. So somewhere in October, you start preparing for basketball. And so it's all football. And then all of a sudden, maybe that half an hour to an hour where you're laying on the couch watching an NFL game, that goes to basketball. And maybe that you get done with football on a Wednesday night at 10 o'clock and maybe check out that show that was on no Netflix tonight. We're going to go do basketball. And then when it hits, it crosses over. But I find it to be exhilarating, to be honest with you. It's exhausting and exhilarating. So last year, this always happens right at Thanksgiving, because they have these tournaments. So last year it was, let me think, drive to Orlando, basketball on Thanksgiving Day, and basketball the day after Thanksgiving, fly to North Carolina Friday night, football on Saturday, fly back after the game back to Orlando Saturday night, do the basketball game Sunday, go home Sunday, home on Monday for football stuff, fly Tuesday to Penn State. So now you're on the airplane doing football stuff. Do the basketball game on Wednesday at Penn State, and then fly home and do more football stuff. So that's the kind of way it goes in November. Pretty cool. I think it's, they just collide. So this year, the dilemma is, I haven't figured it out yet, is we play Clemson in football, and there's basketball on Saturday and Sunday in Connecticut. So I can't make the Saturday game. So the question is, how do I get there for Sunday? Or do we have someone else do it? To be determined. We'll see. And the tournament this year, I think that's the tournament. So it's not so bad. But the games cross over during the week. You just got to find time. And have to give them equal amount of attention and find time. Basketball, listen, we had a run to the Elite Eight last year. It was as much fun and as much intensity as I've ever had in broadcasting. And I've had some really, really intense seasons. But the basketball caught fire last year. And as it catches fire, you're doing the NCAA tournament. And the tournament also leads you to a different audience. You're on in the middle of the day. Right? First game was, I think, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't remember. But you're in drive time. You're in a different audience. People are stuck on the Palmetto. And these games are coming down to the last second. And in basketball, I think we went from middle of February till the end of March, right? Where almost every game was some kind of pitter patter of your heart, jittering and jolting of the heart. They're all coming down to the last second. So they're fun. They're a great challenge. They're nerve-wracking. And I think, basketball probably doesn't have the same audience as football. However, I'll say this for both basketball and baseball. When they get to games where the money's on the table, the big games, postseason, or playing a rival, it's not University of Miami basketball or University of Miami baseball. It's University of Miami program. The fan base is all in on it.